It's no surprise that I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You've seen all sorts of content on the show about it. You know, I've got everything from signed comics to signed comic pages. I love everything the Ninja Turtles. It's one of the properties that I grew up with. So when IDW Games announced that they were partnering with CMON, or CMON, I don't know how it's pronounced right now, but when they announced that they were going to collaborate together to put out Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle character packs for their Zombicide game, I was all on board and had to order them right away. Let's unbox them and review them and see if they're worth picking up. So if this is the first time you've tuned into the show, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to ask that you hit that little subscribe button down there at the bottom, and also hit the little bell notification. That way you are notified every time we go live or whenever we put up new content on this show. All right, let's go to the table and unbox some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Zombicide packs come in 4 packs. You get 2 turtles in each and then 2 bad guys. The pack number 1 comes with Leonardo and Donatello, and then Shredder and Krang. The pack number 2 comes with Raph and Mikey, Michelangelo, and then you also get Bebop and Rocksteady. So let's just take a look. We're gonna open these up. I have not taken a look at these yet, so you're gonna get my first impressions. Okay, yeah, dig it. These packs come with some really great minis. Look at that. Of course, it's CMON, so get that really cool. I don't know if that's going to come into focus or not. Let's see if we can get that into focus. We got some really cool. We got a really cool Krang figure. Really sturdy, no real bendy parts or anything. So that's really nice. And then the Shredder figure. Very, very nice. I like it a lot. And then you also, this is one thing that I was a little bit afraid of. You can tell that the bow for Donatello is a little bit warped because it's so thin, but you can take some warm water, put it in some warm water, and then reshape it and then bend it back. But it's not too bad. It's not horrible. And I was afraid that these bandana parts would be all warped as well, but no. I like it. I really like the style of these Ninja Turtles. There's that, and then we get Leonardo. Again, his swords are a little bendy, which, you know, happens. So, yeah, I really like them. A lot of detail. I like how they're all like beefed up and ready to go. And then it also comes with character cards. Let's take a look at these character cards real quick. So it also comes with character cards for, it looks like Zombicide 2.0, which just finished on Kickstarter. So you get to play them, I guess you get to play them as characters. Interesting. I would have thought you'd be able to play, or maybe these are, I don't know. I don't know if you play them as heroes and these guys play as abominations? Interesting. I guess that you play them all as heroes. Let me know in the comments whether or not you can play them as heroes or abominations. And then it also comes with some cards for their weapons. Of course, you got Donatello's bow staff, and you got Leonardo's ninjato. I don't know. I'm not good at words. Some really decent weapons here. You roll 2 dice, they hit on a 3+, and they do 2 damage, so that's really cool. And same thing with the swords, but they hit on a 4+. And then of course you can dual wield these. Awesome. I like that. I thought, oh yeah, look at this. Then it also comes with the dashboards for regular Zombicide. Yeah, they must just play as heroes, which I think is odd. You would think that they'd probably be used as abominations, but you know, it is what it is. And then, yeah, you can use the Zombicide, the first edition game, because Zombicide second edition isn't going to be out for a while. That was the first pack. Let's take a look at pack number 2. Looks like we're gonna have Bebop and Rocksteady. And all right, so this is. Oh wow. Okay, so right off the bat, Rocksteady is way bigger than I thought he was gonna be, which is really cool. And then of course you got the weapons, and you got the character cards. Okay, so right off the bat, like I said, Rocksteady is a lot larger than I thought he was going to be. And I'm going to actually compare him to Krang here in just a second. But let's get to the Turtles first. And I really dig the Turtles. Like I said, I'm a big Turtles fan, so of course that's what's going to sell it for this. I love the Raph pose. I think that's really cool. He looks just like, come on, bring it on, which is total Raph, you know? The sides are a little bendy, not too bad. But yeah, it's a decent Raph. Mikey, of course, another really excellent sculpt. Very, very cool. I like it. I dig it. Bebop, he's got his nice, oh, his bat's a little bendy, and you can kind of see where there's some stress marks there. But that's okay. We'll probably paint these guys in eventually anyway. Yeah, Bebop kind of looks, I'm trying to see here. Yeah, his face isn't quite, I don't know if you can see that, isn't quite ideal. Kind of looks kind of wonky, but, you know, he's got a hog face anyway, so it's going to be kind of wonky anyway. And then this guy is probably my favorite of the whole entire 4-pack. This guy's huge. Look at Rocksteady. I mean, let's compare him to Krang. Look at how big he is. That's crazy. But yeah, I like it. I like it a lot, and I think those are going to be a lot of fun to paint. Hopefully, you know, I can get some paint on them pretty soon. And then you get 4 cards in this one. You get, of course, 2 pairs of nunchucks, which hit on a 5+. You roll 3 and 0 range, and then they do 1 damage. Let's see here, and then Raph size, which are 1 nunchuck, hit on 3+ and do 1 damage as well. You get the Zombicide 2.0 character cards, which, like I said, will be a little while before we can start using those. And then you get the regular Zombicide, the first edition character cards as well. So that's everything in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Zombicide packs. Let's, I'm gonna give you my hot take. All right, let me give you my hot take on these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Zombicide packs. Let's start with the positives first. Positives are that you can play Ninja Turtles in your Zombicide games. Yay! Or basic Zombicide, I guess, to start out with. The sculpts are really great. The card quality is really good. They should be a lot of fun to paint. Yeah, I dig the fact that they put Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles into Zombicide. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Now let's talk about some of the negatives. Negatives are, you have to play everybody as heroes, which I think is kind of odd. I wish that they had taken like Shredder and Krang and Bebop and Rocksteady and made them kind of abominations. I don't know how you would do that, but I'm sure there's probably a way, and probably there's somebody on Board Game Geek that's going to probably house rule or make some sort of house rules for making that happen. The other thing that I really am not a fan of is there aren't any Black Plague or Green Horde rules or any of the other Zombicide cards in these packs. I would have loved to have played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Black Plague. I think Black Plague is the better game of the Zombicide games. And then I also would have liked to have played it in the new space version of Zombicide. Even though I haven't picked that up yet. That's kind of a little quibble, just because I know that someone has put out fan-made cards for those games and those systems on Board Game Geek, and I'll put the link to that in the description of this video, and you can click on it and download them and print them out and play Ninja Turtles in all those games as well. So it's kind of a minor quibble. One other quibble that I have is that there's only 2 packs. I would love to see 3 packs. I would love to see another pack of Casey Jones, April O'Neil, and like Baxter Stockman and the Rat King. That would be awesome. Let me know in the comments whether or not you dig that as well, and or if there's anybody else that you would like to see in this style of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I guess it all comes down to whether or not I think these are worth buying. So yes, I think that you should buy them if you are a fan of Zombicide. If you're a fan of Ninja Turtles, you should buy them. And I'm going to tell you another reason why I bought these. The other reason is that I'm going to use them as alternate sculpts for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures game once that comes in. I think that that's going to be a lot of fun. I was lucky enough to work with the folks at IDW to do a little video while they were at PAX Unplugged last year, so I'm really excited to see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures game, which should be releasing shortly. We'll see. I hope so. I think it's supposed to be out before the end of the year. I think it's a great system. I love the dice. And then I'm just going to use these as alternate sculpts most of the time in that game, because I think that game's probably going to hit my table a little bit more often than Zombicide. But Zombicide does hit our table every once in a while, and I'm excited to play as, you know, my favorite Ninja Turtles. If you like this video, please give it a like down below. And like I said, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Hit that little subscribe button and a little bell notification, and you'll be alerted whenever we go live or whenever we upload content. Either or. Remember, winning shouldn't be the only victory condition when you get to the table. We'll see you next time. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle packs. Oh, that's upside down. Zombicide packs from CMON and IDW Games. I think it's CMON. I can't remember. It might be CMON. I don't know how they brand every like few years, and I can never keep up. Let me give you my hot take on these Teenage